Pranams at the Divine Lotus Feet, dear brothers and sisters. I know we had a very tumultuous schedule of the 11th World Conference because it has merged in the centenary celebrations in many ways. Therefore, the traditional formats of the World Conferences that we've been having has been completely disbanded by Bhagawan, and we are interspersed with celebrations and work. When somebody told me that the conference has gone for a toss, I said, no, it's not gone for a toss. Swami's made it very beautiful. You work for some time, enjoy yourself. Work for some time, enjoy yourself. So that's what's been happening. This is a party come world conference together, and therefore that's how it should be. So let's enjoy ourselves. But since it's a family today, and all that we go there and speak, God takes over. Here there is some chance of speaking heart to heart. And therefore I wish to open this session to all my brothers and sisters. Why? Because as we've heard many speakers say, that this is a centenary year and a transformational year for the next millennium. I've believed that the Sathya Sai organization is a divine gift by Bhagawan. But we need to change ourselves. I want to be frank. I don't want to be goody-goody because I got diabetes and I don't want to be sweet. So I want to ensure that I talk fresh. Dr. Mohan is sitting there. His medicines are always not very sweet. And therefore, I must say that we need to talk frankly. The first thing that I want to share with you as the All India President and the Vice Chairman of the Global Council, I don't know how long I'm here or how long I will be there. But one thing as a fellow traveler to all of us, having been and so attached to this organization in many ways for many decades, one thing we need to do is the entire world, all the office bearers of the Sai organization have to completely efface the ego that we run with. We talk many good things. We promise Swami many things. But many of us are very, very sensitive. We get angry, we sulk, we get depressed, we become barriers in the Sai organization. And I've always believed that I've learned from English literature that if the fish rots, it always rots from the top and never from the bottom. I've learned and I've seen our devotees, people who come, they come with great expectation. They believe that the Sai organization office bearer is a reflection of divinity. We cannot afford to be less than divine. Brothers and sisters, it's very important. That smile on the face is very important, and a genuine one. That sweetness in the tongue is very important. The sense of authority is completely not there. We are all equals. That person, the bhajan singer, the member who comes in the center, is no less than the All India President or the Vice Chairman of the Global Council. He is no less than the Center President. He is no less than. In fact, this hierarchy which we have created, one of the first suggestions I want to make to this August gathering is, let's disband this hierarchy at all. We don't want authority. We want people who can love, facilitate through example and through personal experience. In my experience in the last so many years, I've seen, it's the authority. And I don't blame anyone. It's very intoxicating. It's very intoxicating. When 10 people come and tell you, sir, you are damn good, you are very good, you are the only one, like Shitu told me just now, I have to erase this whole thing from my mind. I mean, if I was supposed to have fragrance, I was bound to have fragrance irrespective of anything. In fact, all of us have to fit the description that Shitu has so beautifully given. It's not only for me, it's for each one of us. That's what we are supposed to reflect. I don't like the time when office bearers dictate words to Sevadal. I don't like the time when a bhajan in charge fires and shoots and screams at the bhajan singer. I don't like the time when the Bal Vikas Guru says, my state, my bas, my class. I hate it. I don't like it. Because I feel Swami's pain in my heart when people attach themselves to the work that they do. And therefore, this is the fundamental change, a transformational change that you and I need to make before we leave this place. Because if the next generation or the next decades of the Sathya Sai organization should be resplendent of the wish of Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, brothers and sisters, we have a lot of homework to do with ourselves. Groupism, criticism, partisan, not talking to each other, not able to take disrespect from other people, not being compassionate, getting angry at people, distancing yourself. If I am not there, I will not do. If you don't tell me, I'll start my another organization. Foolishness. People who spoke this language were the biggest fools. They never understood Bhagawan. How dare you say, I will start another organization? Where is the organization? Here you are come only to improve ourselves. And therefore every language, every talk, every sentence which smacks of telling somebody else to improve is not acceptable to Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Every sentence that says, I'm sorry and I'll correct myself. Every time that somebody criticizes you, you have two choices, Bhagavan has said. If it is something that helps you to improve, improve. If it doesn't help, just keep quiet. You have to ignore it, you leave it. You can't get in a war with another person in the Sai organization. Sai organization is pure love. How many times will we hear Bhagavan say this, and how many times will disrespect him is a question that each one of us has to ask. How many times will be attached? My project, your project, it is my game, it is your game. Bhagavan ensures every time that if you don't follow this one dictum of Bhagavan strictly, and which I've learned in a very bad way in my life, forget all the harm that others have done to you immediately. Not easy, brothers and sisters. But you have to do it, there's no choice. If that distance from the lotus feet to the heart is to be covered, you have to forget all the harm that others have done to you immediately. It's not even 1 second later. And if you still want to go further, you have to forget all the good that you've done to others immediately. No time lag at all. These two are very important because that's what Bhagavan says will help each one of us to be focused on every second, every moment of our life. Because every second is important. How long is life? It is just the distance between one breath going in and the other breath coming out. Brothers and sisters, this is the only time lapse that you have. Nobody knows when the next breath will go in and the next breath will come out. This is a reality that Swami is saying. Present is omnipresent, present is omnipresent. Don't carry baggage. A smiling face, a happy being. As somebody in the morning, she said that since the definition of devotion was very simple. Definition of devotion is not a person who carries Baba's picture. Definition of devotee is not a person who does 100 bhajans. The definition of devotion is not a person who jumps into seva and keeps on doing seva like a madman. The definition of devotion that all these things must create a persona which is always stable, both in happiness and sorrow. Anything that doesn't lead to an equipoise in life, to a sweetness in the voice, to a happiness on the face and a peace in the heart is not worth doing, is not what Swami wants. And one more request, even if I have to retire in a few years or next year, never say I'm doing Swami's work. It's a heartfelt request to all of you. Never be in this aberration or this illusion that you are doing Swami's work. Never be in an illusion that I want to spread Swami's message. Please don't spread Swami's message at all. Just be like Swami. That itself is good enough. And anything beyond this is not the mandate of the Sai organization. The vision of the Sai organization is a very beautiful vision. It's a very divine vision. That all of us sitting here, brothers and sisters, when you walk back in your streets, in your home, in your family, to your family members, to your offices, moment you walk in, the aura should be such that people feel the vibration of Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba through you and through me. That is the mandate. Therefore, let's go back. Let's disband our thoughts that I am the authority, I am the office bearer. Let's understand that the mandate given in the theme of this conference, celebrating the eternal, living the universal, and dissolving the ego, all three are very important. I'm urging all of you, because I may say whatever I have to say in the so-called valedictory, but as a family, I want to share with you today. Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, don't compare him with anybody else. Don't compare him to Shiva, don't compare him to Krishna, don't compare him to any other. For you and me, Bhagavan is the only reality because he is you and we are him. This should be the fundamental premise on which every office bearer works. Remember, as we go back to our work, there is no club. I don't like this man, you can't come to my samiti, I will throw you out, I will disband you, throw this. This is not the language of the Sai organization. The language of the Sai organization, brothers and sisters, is come together, help me, you help me, I help you. If I make a mistake, be compassionate, correct me. And if I can't, there is a principle of quarantine, but there is no question of dispelling anybody. Who are we to dispel human beings who are reflections of divinity itself? Yes, invite people, anyone, without caste, color, creed, status, anything. If they want to follow Swami's principle, he is the best candidate to be a part of our group. There is no membership. I'm again saying there are a lot of people who create memberships. A lot of people who give oaths. Yeah, okay, tell them this is what Swami wants, join. Let people come in, open the doors, let people come in so that they can yearn to see and feel Bhagawan's presence. And who is the mentor there? You and I. The Samiti convener, the state president, the zonal president, the country. These are the biggest Sevadal themselves. In India, I tell my people that the Sevadal is the most important person. There is no better person than the Sevadal, and they are the real devotees who practice. I would have hoped that you had the occasion to go into the kitchens just now or go to the shelters where people are working. I have my brothers and sisters from Odisha who are picking filth from their hands from all the shelters and throwing it out. And when I go and ask them, how are you? Sir, we are very happy, there is no problem. I mean, I feel so down that I feel as if, oh God, what he can do, I can't do. My state presidents who are in charge of various things, and the zonal presidents and all the office bearers from abroad, all responsibilities they have taken, they're doing it with such elan and such grace that it's amazing to see. But this should percolate down the line to every nook and corner of every part of this beautiful world, where people who don't know peace, people who don't know happiness today, which is the reality of life today everywhere, they have to see the oasis of love and happiness and peace in you and me. Today I hear from last 50, 60 years, the people say there is so much politics in the Sai organization. It's such a painful thing to hear this, that there is politics in the Sai organization. Why is there politics? Because one man can't see the other man's point of view. Why is this politics? Because one person doesn't like the other person. Is that the way Swami wanted? Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, for 80 long years of his life when he stood there, all kinds of people came to him. People who cursed him, people who loved him, people who were crooks, people who came with bargain, people who came with contract, people who wanted to use his name, people who didn't want. But for him, everyone was a recipient of pure, unconditional love. Let's not bring Bhagawan down to our level, brothers and sisters. Let us raise ourselves to Bhagawan's level, and that should be the vision of all the office bearers of the Sathya Sai Seva organization. Go deep into yourself. If you get insulted, learn to take the insult boldly. And all that will come only with self-confidence. And that self-confidence, brothers and sisters, stems from the faith that Bhagawan is with me. He will correct me if I am wrong. He will praise me if I am right. But as long as I am with him, nothing should affect me. So many of us build so many buildings with beautiful lotuses on it. Oh, lovely lotus, pink lotus. What's the point of making lotuses if you don't become like a lotus? What's the point of saying things on the stage which you don't practice? What Bhagawan doesn't like fundamentally is people who don't practice. And there are fakes. There are fakes in the organization, like the modern AI fakes. We have many fakes who behave, who talk, who believe, and they showcase. But beware of all those fakes. You don't be a fake. I don't be a fake. Accept it. If you have a post, fair enough. If you don't have a post, still better. When I have changes in the organization, it's not easy. You know, if you remove one person from the post, it's the biggest disaster in his life. And it's bound to be because he's not a devotee. Had he been a devotee, removing from the post would not have been difficult at all. And I tell you, I've got 2, 3 examples in India, and I salute those people. I don't want to name them. They were very powerful state presidents. But the day I removed most of them, some showed me the way that how I should behave when I'm removed from the post. That man, the day he was removed, the next morning, he was wearing the scarf and standing in the queue and doing seva. Where he was behind the lines. The man who was used to walking straight, he was standing behind and doing seva, and smilingly. I went and touched his feet and I hugged him. I said, boss, give me the blessing that I can do that when I leave my post. And therefore, that's the day when I decided when I leave my post, I've assigned my job in Dharmakshetra in Mumbai to do my gardening, which I like, and I will do that the day I'm gone. And I want to do that. I want that all of us should be ready. There are people who don't leave posts. They stick to it. Try to sensitize them, they will create trouble for you. And that one ripple by one man spoils the entire atmosphere of the world. I know all my zone presidents from abroad, when I sit in meetings with Shiven, he calls up meeting, there are sensitivities. No, I believe that Swami should do like this. No, you cannot do that. No, you're not treating me equally. Keep quiet, accept whatever is happening, be happy and do your duty and go home. That's it. Okay? Don't judge people. Don't sit on judgment of other people. These are some very fundamental things, brothers and sisters. It's all there. I poured it out to you because I do believe that if this doesn't happen, the entire mission, we will lose it. Bhagawan's mission will continue. There are many, many good people. When I see young men and women today, like all these young people, young sisters who spoke here today, there is great hope for the future. There is great hope. I'm convinced that the world will be at peace. There will be brilliant young men and women who will carry the flag of Swami further. But we as elders, please allow them to come in front. Don't be a hindrance to the young men and women who come. They will make mistakes. Love them, cajole them, correct them, be mentors. I wish this conference takes a decision that office bearer words should be deleted. Rules and regulations should be of love. Inclusiveness should be the way of life. I do pray to Bhagawan on behalf of all of us, Swami, please grant us this boon that we can become like you in every sense that you want us to be. It's going to be hard, but it's hard work that pays the results at the end of the day, and that's my sincere request.